Hello everyone, good morning. My name is Mary Nicole L. Asentista from Group 3 and I am going to discuss about teamwork and how do we assess teamwork. So first, let us define team and teamwork. So humans have always lived in groups. It brings a sense of unity and security, provides better chances of both surviving and thriving, but it mostly brings a sense of belonging, whether it's a family, a tribe, or simply a band of friends. We're always better together. So basically, it is our nature to be a part of a group since we have the sense of belongingness to survive as well as to share our common interests. As I mentioned earlier from the first group reporter about no man is an island, which means that we are all connected and we are part of a whole, and our individual experiences and lives are linked around us. We can say that it is easier for us to live who shares the same goals as we do. Team is defined as two or more people working together to achieve a shared goal. Next is teamwork. It is a process of bringing individuals together and joining their efforts and talents collaboratively to achieve a goal or a mission for a cause. An attitude and sense that individuals can support each other so that their strengths combine to enhance what they do. Let's say, for example, in business, that one person is good at strategy making. Then the second person is good at innovation and producing products, and the third is good at selling and communication. Therefore, combining them as a team, they can successfully achieve their goals in their business since they have different skills, but having collaboration is a great way to achieve a certain goal. By combining their strengths, they can achieve more in their business. Lastly, how do we assess teamwork? So these are the 10 ways: trust among members, feedback mechanism, open communications, approach to decisions, leadership sharing, acceptance of goals and tasks, valuing diversity, member cohesiveness, support for each other, and performance norms. First of all, we should have trust in our members. We must value and give importance to everyone to show our respect that they are also capable of doing tasks. This is important to build strong relationships and camaraderie. Second is feedback mechanism. It enables team members to share their thoughts, opinions to improve performance, processes, or decisions. Third is open communication, which is anything that shares information, thoughts, and ideas among team members, promoting transparency or openness and collaboration. Then fourth is approach to decisions. You should know the decisions if you like it or not, to clarify everything, and it is collecting evaluation of options and alternative decisions that everyone agreed with. Fifth is leadership sharing. It is when a leader shares his or her ideas and decisions for his or her members. Sixth is the acceptance of goals and tasks. So every member should acknowledge and do the goals and tasks with all their hearts. Seventh is valuing diversity. So we know we have different backgrounds and different experiences, so we must respect and give importance in each member. Eighth is member cohesiveness. So it refers to the strength of relationships, unity, and sense of belonging among team members, characterized by trust, communication, and cooperation. Ninth is support each other. So it is important to encourage everyone to do their best. Then lastly is the performance norms. So these are the unwritten expectations and standards that the team members follow, guiding their behavior, communication, and work quality. So that's it for the teamwork, and how do we assess teamwork. Thank you.
So next is development stages of a team. So there are 5 stages of a team. First is forming. Forming, definition. In this stage, group members are very much occupied with their own emotions and doubts, like uncertainty about whether they will find their place in the group. What will the other members be like? What to expect from others, etc. I-thinking is the predominant attitude. In their search for safety and structure, the group members try to become oriented, look for a safe place, and search for sympathetic members and expect help from the leader. So there is a forming, word itself, form. So sa forming, mao pa niya ang sinugdanan. Mao pa niya ang first meet sa mga members as a group. So, since beginning pa man ni, daghan pang doubt sa mga members, mag-ulawanay pa, wala pa kayo masturya, and also, I-thinking is the predominant attitude as stated sa definition. Pasabot, ang usa ka member daw is iyang kaugalingon o iyang hunaon-naon, iyang own thoughts, iyang own ideas o iyang sundon. And also, since wala pa kabalo ang mga members silang mga roles, so most likely or most probably mag-expect ra sila sa kung unsay iingon sa leader, magsunod ra sila sa leader. So next is storming. Storming definition, members try to find their place in the group. There are many discussions, subgroups are made to represent one's interest, and there is a lot of competition. Many people talking at the same time and nobody listening to each other is a clear indicator that the group is in the storming stage. Failure or success in storming stage will, to a large extent, determine how open or closed participants will be later in the process and how well they will deal with the conflicts and emotions. So, sa storming stage, di rin magkagubot ang grupo. Since, nakastate di nga, many people talking at the same time daw kuno and nobody is listening, so naka-indicate na ang inyo ang grupo is naana sa storming stage. Daghan ay magstorya na tanan, wala na'y maminaw, mag-ihay naghatag-hatag sa ilang mga own ideas. So, mo na di makalid na sa mga conflicts and disagreements. Kaya diba, since ang every member is lahi-lahi man na silang thoughts, lahi-lahi silang ideas, ang usa ka member kay ganan siya ingatuon niya lahi iyang way of doing something. Tas ang usa sab ka member kay lahi sa biya. So dire na din na mag-lead into conflicts and disagreements. And also, sa storming, dire niya maka-indicate or dire niya mo ma-determine kung ang inyong grupo is mag-lead ba into success ba, mag-success ba yung grupo, or ma-fail ba inyo ang grupo. So, next is norming. Norming, definition, members have established principles and procedures for achieving results and creating a positive atmosphere. Participants have found their place and feel safe in the group. People feel a part of the group, and I-thinking is replaced by we-thinking. It has become easier to communicate and collaborate with each other. So, sa norming, since ang galing na sa storming, kung daghang gubot, kung daghang disagreements, diri sa norming, diri na ma-resolve ang mga conflicts and disagreements. And diri sa norming, kabalo na ang mga individuals or ang mga members, silang mga roles, kabalo na silang pangbuhaton, nagtunga-tunga na sila sa mga gamunan, nagbahin-bahin na. And also, as stated diri, I-thinking is replaced by we-thinking. Pasabot, nag-work na as a team ang mga group, nag-collaborate na sila, nag-share ng mga ideas to each other, and open-minded na ang tanan nga mo-receive or mo-accept sa opinion sa uban. So, kato, nag-collaborate na. And next is performing. Performing definition, this is the highest point of a group can accomplish. The result is similar to two people being in love. Participants feel proud to belong to this group. They have a strong belief that nothing is too difficult for them, and interactions is based on complete trust and openness. Objectively, such a group is also highly productive. Most groups never reach this stage because it requires strong motivation, common goals, great emotional input, and strong commitment from the participants. So, as stated there is a definition sa performing nga, this is the highest point a group can reach. And also, nga, most groups daw never reach this stage because it requires strong motivation, common goals, etc. So, most groups never reach this stage because as stated na ko ganina sa storming, dito ni mo ma-determine kung ang inyong group ba is mo succeed ba or mo fail ba. So if dili reach sa performing stage ang grupo, pasabot most probably na stop sila dito or nahunong sila sa storming stage. So an example of performing is what I am doing now. I am reporting, I am presenting, I am doing the assigned tasks sa among grupo. So mo na itong gitawag na performing. And last is adjourning. Adjourning or framing. A group is established in order to accomplish certain objectives. When these tasks have been accomplished, the group reaches a natural end to its existence or set itself new tasks. In this case, the group development process starts again from the start. Work are readjusted. If the team will stop existing, their intensive cooperation, participants need time to tie up loose ends to become familiar with the idea that the end is near. The stronger the relationships that develop, the more emotional the parting process will be. So, sa adjourning or framing, mauna niya ang last stage. Since diri nga stage na humana ang task or na-accomplish na ang goal sa group, na-reach na nila ang goal. Like, example, ang karon, akong gihimo karon, nag-report ni. So, after ani, na-accomplish na mo among task, which is mag-report. So, and after na-accomplish na ang task, mag-separate na din ang mga members in their own ways, mag-iya-iya ni sila, and mo na din to end. But, it could also lead to a new beginning. Since, di ba, after accomplish ng task nga gipagamas ninyo possible nga hatagan na sa bagong task sa inyong advisor or sa kinsay nagkuana na ang grupo. So, hatagan mo og task nga bago. So, ang case anay, hatagan mo og task nga bago, pasabot mo balik na sab sa sinugdanan sa development stages of a team. Sugod sa forming, storming, norming, performing, and adjourning. Mubalik na sab sa sinugdanan. So, maotoy adjourning or framing. And this is those are the 5 development stages of a team. So, those stages I mentioned will help us understand and helps us understand how teams are being developed and become effective over time. So, Morato, that would be all for the development stages of a team.
Good day, everyone. So now let's proceed to creating an effective team. So why do we create an effective team? So we create an effective team in order to the team could accomplish their goals. That's why they should work together as one. I have 3 tips on how to make an effective team. First, whether you are the leader of the team or just a member, you should help your team to identify the vision and the purpose of what they do. Some of members is lack of sense because they don't have enough information to allow them to understand how their effort could contribute to the picture. You should give their teammates enough information to help them to realize what they can do or what they can contribute to the team. So, as a leader or even you are just a member, so if you have the enough information na maka-help ka sa sa group, so you should share it to your teammates para makabalo sa imong teammates o silang ma-contribute sa inyong gap-on or live project kung sa inyong ilahang maka-contribute kay kung lack sila information dili na dayon maaabot sa point nga ay wala ko kabalo sa buhaton ana, so isalig na dayon nila tanan sa leader, mao dayong daghang pabigat sa grupo. So second, when forming a new team, it's to have a varied set of skills within the group. So, in the team, we should identify what skills and expertise that you in your group. You should ask your teammates of what are their strengths and what the best they can do to the team. So, sa inyong grupo, mag-ask ka kung unsay mga expert, asa sila na part expert, unsa kay mga skills, para makabalo ka, maka-identify ka nga, kini siya, okay, siya mo'y mugama sa PPT, kini siya mo'y mo summary, kini siya mo ni mauna, kini ya nga part kay aron dali ra sad mahuman ang goals nila or ang lahabang project para walay magsalig dayon mas creative selves siya. So third is creating a habit of regular honest communication between teammates. The way the teammates can have a progress meeting wherein they can ask for help. If you don't know how to handle your task, then you can ask for advice to your teammates. Trust the communication process because it bring your teammates together. So, diri na dayon ang leader or usa ka member mag-ask nga. Pwede ta mag-meeting aning lugara para masabutan o usa ang pagama ang inyong project or something nga kinahanglan ninyo mahuman. Pero, mostly manggod sa mga members or sa mga teammates nga hala, dili ko kakuan anang lugara kay busy ko or dili ko tugtan. That's why, mostly ang gibuhat sa leader, mag-conduct sila meeting through messenger na lang. Pero, there is a mga kuan, like, as a member din, wala ka kabalo kung usay, pwede nimo mabuhat sa imuhang kuan, sa imuhang task, pwede ka dito maka-ask sa inyong leader or sa inyong teammates kung maka-ask kag advice or maka-ask kag help or pwede sila nga, willing sila maka-explain sa imuha kung usay mo mabuhat. So, that's all. I hope you understand. Thank you.
So, I am Sarah Jane Ilumba, and I will be discussing about how to maintain an effective teamwork. So, to start with, no matter how effective something is, it is not guaranteed that it will remain the same over the course of time. So, nag-require jud gyapon siya effort para ma-sustain ang iyang ka-effective. So, for a team to maintain its effectiveness, every member of the group must regularly check the welfare of the group and the members in order for them to achieve their desired goals efficiently and effectively. And here are some of the things that can be done to sustain the productivity of the team. So the first one is to keep the team's motivation high. So this can be done by fostering a positive and supportive environment among team members. And aside from that, not only that a team should be working together for the sake of the team's interests, but it should also take into account the personal interests of every member and ensure that they are growing as an individual. So in other words, the growth goal of the team must first align to the personal growth goal of every member in order for them to be productive, or else wala sila interest or motivation mo take part at all if feel nila nga dili sila maka-thrive within sa team. So the second one is to share weekly updates. So of course, by sharing weekly updates, it will help team members to stay informed and aligned on the progress of the team's goals. And also, dapat po nga ang atong ginashare nga update is accurate and informative to prevent miscommunication and misunderstanding and to keep everyone on the same page. Lastly, is to nurture a sense of accountability among team members. So when team members feel a sense of accountability or responsibility for their actions, then they are more likely to take initiative of their tasks and projects, which will in turn help ensure that tasks are completed efficiently and effectively. Additionally, when team members are held accountable for their actions, then it will improve the general performance of a team, as it will be then possible to identify any issues or mistakes to prevent the same thing from happening in the future. And that is all for my part.
Now, in this part of the video, I will be talking about celebrating success. Now, a good motivation in working as a team is recognizing the success that the team has achieved and also the different members that have contributed to that achievement. A good motivation is also the enforcement of productive atmosphere through the enforcement of good and providing solutions to the challenges encountered. Now, when your team succeeds, it is important to celebrate even the little successes. Now, celebrating team success, no matter how small, is essential for maintaining morale and motivation. Recognizing each member's contribution shows appreciation for their efforts and fosters a sense of belonging. Now, through recognition, the members of the team will feel appreciated and seen that their efforts were made for naught. Wala ra napunta sa wala ila ang efforts, and since it was recognized, they would feel more motivated and productive. Now, it was in select software reviews in their 50 employee recognition statistics, it stated here that over 40% of American workers feel that if they were recognized more often at their jobs, they would put more energy to their work. It is also stated that in a survey by Gallup, employees who feel recognized are more engaged and productive than those who don't. In fact, employees who feel recognized at work are 2.5 times more likely to be happy with their jobs and 1.5 times more likely to feel motivated to do their best. Now, as stated here, recognition is quite important in a team. Now, make it a regular tradition to celebrate whether it is over a meal or a treat whenever a milestone is reached. Now, establishing such traditions such as, yes, sharing a meal and engaging a treat creates a positive atmosphere and strengthens the bonds of the team. Now, through this, may enhance ang productivity and performance of the team. Now, however, there will always be times when your team does not reach the objective. Now, when that happens, it is still important to recognize the effort of each members, but have everyone talk about their own mistakes and what they could have done better. So even if your team members did not reach the objective, it is still important to recognize the effort of each team, as without their effort, your team wouldn't ang team wouldn't be where you are right now without the collective efforts of the members of the team. Now, instead of blaming or pointing others, have your team assess themselves as to where they lacked and where they went wrong. Now, through that assessment, they would be able to know or to address how to achieve your objective next time. Now, don't involve everyone in planning improvements. Now, the involvement of everyone does not only makes them know kung unsay steps ngayong buhaton within the team, but it also fosters them a sense of responsibility. Now, through that involvement, this reassures the team members that they have each other's back and focuses them on continuous improvement. So this is the part of my report. Thank you.
Good day, everyone. So now we're gonna tackle about this special topic of mine, so which is the best practices for developing the best working team. These are the tips or the key strategies for an effective teamwork where everyone can share their ideas and to achieve their main goal. First one is leadership. Of course, in a great team, everyone has a chance to be a leader. So if everyone in the group take their responsibility, then the team will work smoothly. And the next one is creativity. So every team members has their own ideas, their unique ideas, and their ideas matters. That's why giving space for new ideas and trying different approaches to it can lead to a better solution. So it is much easier to solve problems if we work together or by sharing or brainstorming our ideas. Third one is reward and recognition. So it is important for us to reward or to recognize our members' efforts. So just saying a simple thank you or just say good job or appreciating even small little things or appreciating their efforts can help them motivated and also can make them happy. So just by saying thank you, just saying good job to your members, then you can keep them motivated. Lastly, intergroup communication. So a good communication is a key. The teams should share updates, challenges together, and also they also share same success. So this helps everyone stay on the same page as a team and work together towards their main goal. So when team members listen to each other and speak clearly, then we can avoid misunderstandings. So on regular basis, in check-ins or meeting, when everyone can have a chance to listen and have a chance to speak, and every can know what's happening, then good communication builds trust. It also builds confidence. So it helps the team solve problems together more effectively and towards their main goal. And just by following the simple practices, then the teams can work together and become more united and creative and successful. That's all. Thank you, ma'am, for listening.
Hello everyone, my name is Michelle Jacosep and I will be discussing the benefits of teamwork to the group or organization and to the individuals. First, what are the benefits of teamwork to the group or organization? We have increased productivity. Successful teams often achieve something which is greater than the sum of their individual parts, or what we call multiplier effect. So this means that when people work together or when people work as a team, they can achieve or they can accomplish more than they do it individually, because they can combine their strengths and their skills in order to produce more. And this is what we call the multiplier effect. When we say multiplier effect, a team can accomplish more than an individual will do it alone. We have increased quality through collective measures. So it means that working as a team, everyone contributes their ideas in order to improve their work and have a high quality results. Or it simply means that mas nindot ang maproduce nilang output since everyone contributes their ideas in order to improve their work. So next, to have better morale. It means that if one members of the team feels like a little bit down or stressed, the other members can support and encourage him or her in order to build his spirits up and make the work environment more positive. Next, to have better problem solving. So teams can help to approach problems in new ways. So this means that teams bring different perspective, which can help find new and effective ways to solve problems. Or mas dali sila makakam up og solution sa problem since everyone of the team has their own ideas or perspective in order to solve specific problems. Next, we have increased creativity. So fellow team members may raise ideas you may not have thought of it working on your own. So this means that team members can share unique ideas and inspire each other, leading to solutions and innovations you might not come up with alone. Next, we have better decisions through collaborative efforts. So when a team discusses and evaluates opinions together, they are more likely to make smarter and well thought out ideas. So those are the benefits of teamwork to the group or organization. Now let's proceed to the benefits of teamwork to individuals. First, we have work is less stressful. So when you work in a team, the workload is shared, so you don't have to handle everything by yourself, which reduces your stress. Next, you have responsibility is shared. So instead of having all the pressure on one person, the responsibilities are divided among the team, making it easier for everyone to handle. Or accountable mo as a team, so walay isa ka tawo ang ma-blame kung dili kamo tanan sa inyong mga actions nga gipanghimo. So next, we have rewards and recognition is shared. So success is celebrated together and everyone feels appreciated for their contributions. Members can influence each other, so the team members can learn and motivate each other, helping everyone grow and improve their work. Lastly, we have all members experience a sense of accomplishment. So when the team achieves its goals, of course, everyone feels proud of their work and because they did it together, giving each member a sense of achievement. So these are the benefits of teamwork to the individuals.
Hi, this is Hazel Jane Jansila Pinig, and in this juncture, we are going to tackle about the helpful and harmful behavior in teamwork. So, do you believe in a saying that unity is strength, diversity is power, and teamwork is victory? So, within a teamwork, you need to unite as one to achieve your common goals. And diversity is your power, or having different personalities or individualities within a teamwork is your power as a team. Now, I want you to take note. These are the helpful behaviors in teamwork. First, be optimistic. You need to give a positive attitude towards the members of the team. This will encourage and motivate them to always look on the brighter side of things despite experiencing, a lot of struggles or challenges while accomplishing tasks. Then be on time. As a member of the team, you must respect each other's times and deadlines. You always need to be punctual. This will keep each and everyone in schedule. Support one another. You always have to offer help to each and everyone. This will foster an environment that is supportive and will inspire and encourage members of the team to unite together as one to accomplish your common goals. Then be courteous. As a part of a team, you need to respect each other's because you always have to put in mind that in a team you have different personalities and individualities, right? So it is very important to be respective despite having different ideas or perspectives. Then be open minded. You always need to be receptive towards new concepts or the perspectives of the other members of the team because your ideas will not work alone. You also need to accept other ideas and thoughts and perspectives. Be honest. Honesty is very important in a team because it will make you more united. And for instance, some members of the team provided their ideas and perspectives, and it happened to complicate everything. That idea happened to complicate the flow of your strategies to accomplish tasks. And you always have to be constructive. You always need to provide constructive criticisms or responses about their ideas because honesty is very important to work firmly and concrete. And then participate. As a member of the team, you don't have to just sit and relax and let the other members of the team to work. You always need to participate in every activity and preparations that you have. And then present ideas and comments clearly. It is very important in the team because it will provide a good communication. It will make you understand each and everyone. Because being articulate and providing comments and in your thoughts and ideas will make you grow as a whole. And then be open. You always have to open up your ideas, your perspectives. You don't need to repress or repress or just be silent there, and always listen because As a team, you always need to listen to each and every one. You always need to listen to their ideas and perspectives so that you will create an environment fostering inclusiveness. And then stay on track. Always focus on your goals. And then share the work. If you have something in mind, you always need to share it to everybody because it will help in accomplishing tasks. And then complete your work. It is very important to complete your work on time and then be prepared. Always be prepared with knowledge and materials that you have. As a member of a team, preparation is very important. And as a team, you always need to be prepared to achieve common goals. Now, let's move forward to the harmful behaviors in teamwork. First, we have constantly critical. This means that when someone presented their ideas or thoughts, you are being critical. It happens that you don't seem to understand what they are saying. You don't seem to gives meaning to it. Instead, you are being critical. And then dominate or monopolize. This means that you always think of yourself that you are superior to the other members of the team, and you always seem to have this feeling of domination because in a team equality is very important, and being dominative or monopolize other members of the team will create chaos. And then be manipulative or be judgmental. Being manipulative and being judgmental could not work in a team because these behaviors will make you ununited, will make you separated from the idea of accomplishing the goal that you have. And then act bored or uninterested. This is very common within the team. For instance, you have some preparation and it happened that you show boredom or uninterested towards the other teams or towards the ideas of other teams. You act like you are not interested to it and then do unrelated things. This is also very common. For instance, nagmeeting mo and then you happen to just play on your phone and jump off another irrelevant topics that will not help you accomplish or not help you as a team. Next is sub conversations. This behavior in a team, like for instance, you happen to have discussions or meetings and then you jump off the cliff or you have conversations that are irrelevant to your task or activities. These are harmful behaviors. And then simply agree with everything. This is very common in a team because sometimes other teammates or some people tend to agree with everything because they fear judgments and criticisms, so they always tend to conform. But you also need to provide your own ideas and thoughts that will make your decision making more stronger and avoid decisions. Next, go off on tangent. So go off on tangent means that you steer. For example, in a discussion, you steer the discussion. So you jump off to some ideas that are irrelevant, and you waste your energy with irrelevant things and discussions. Next is name calling. And lastly, attack people or ideas. So in a team, there are naman po some members nga they attack other people or their ideas. This will give off an environment that is not united and Some members of the team will then feel that they are not included, will then feel that they are not respected as members of the team. So do not attack people or ideas.
So, good day everyone. I'm Hanley Rainby Mediumar, and I'm going to be discussing about the dysfunction of a team. So, first of all, let's define what dysfunction of a team means. So, when we say team dysfunction, it is when a group of people working together have difficulty achieving their goals due to internal issues. So, these issues or dysfunction, first we have absence of trust. So when we say absence of trust, this stems from their unwillingness to be vulnerable within the group or team members who are not genuinely open with one another about their mistakes and weaknesses, which makes it impossible to build a foundation of trust. So in this type of dysfunction, it is simply means when team members don't feel comfortable being honest or open with each other, trust cannot grow. This happens because they're afraid of being judged or criticized if they admit their mistakes or weaknesses. Without trust, teamwork becomes difficult since people won't rely on or support each other. In a dysfunction of a team, which here the absence of trust, when this type of dysfunction is present in a team, this means that they would conceal their weaknesses. The team members would conceal their weaknesses and mistakes from one another. They are hesitant to ask for help or provide constructive feedback. And they also are hesitant to offer help outside their own areas of responsibility, and they jump to conclusion about the intentions and aptitudes of others without attempting to clarify them. And also they fail to recognize and tap into one another's skills and experience, and then they waste time and energy managing their behavior for effort, and they also hold grudges, and then lastly they dread meetings and find reason to avoid spending time together. And then, if this type of dysfunction is absent in a team, these members would admit weaknesses and their mistakes. And then they are also willing to ask for help. They accept questions and input about their areas of responsibilities, give one another the benefit of the doubt before arriving at a negative conclusion, and then they take risk in offering feedback and assistance. They appreciate the tap into one another's skills and experiences, and the focus time and energy on important issues and not politics. They are also willing to offer and accept apologies without hesitation, and then they look forward to meeting and other opportunities to work as a group and have lively, interesting meetings. And they extract and exploit the ideas of all team members and solve real problems quickly. And they put critical topics on the table. So, in this type of dysfunction, we have an example. If this type of dysfunction is present in a team. So, an example would be group working on a project. One member doesn't know how to use a required software, but pretend they do because they're scared of being judged. So, as a result, they don't ask for help, which delays the project. And if this type of dysfunction is absent in a team, this means that in that similar situation, the team member would admit that they don't know how to use the software and ask for guidance. Other members would help them, and the project progresses smoothly, which trust grows because everyone feels safe being honest. And then we'll move on to the next dysfunction, which is the fear of conflict. So this type of dysfunction, which in team that lacks trust, are incapable of engaging in unfiltered and passionate debate of ideas and instead resort to veiled discussion and guarded comments. So in simpler explanation, this happens when team members avoid discussing disagreement or controversial topics because they're afraid of argument or hurting others' feeling, and instead of solving problems, they ignore them, which leads to misunderstanding and poor decisions. Healthy debate are necessary to find the best solution, but team with this type of dysfunction avoid them. So if this type of dysfunction is present in a team, this would mean that they have a very boring meetings. They create environments where back channel politics and personal attacks. And also they ignore controversial topics that are critical to the team's success. And they fail to tap into all the opinions and perspective of team members, and also they waste time and energy with posturing and interpersonal risk management. So if this type of dysfunction is actually absent in a team, they have a more lively and interesting meeting, of course. They extract and exploit the ideas of all team members and they solve real problems quickly, which they also minimize the politics and put critical topics on the table for discussion. An example for this type of dysfunction, if it is present in a team, imagine during a meeting, the team is planning an event, and one member thinks the schedule is very unrealistic. However, they stay quiet because they don't want to upset others. So later, the schedule causes issues and the event isn't very successful. And if this type of dysfunction is absent in a team, in the same situation, the member speaks up and shares their concerns about the schedule. The team discusses it, adjusts the plan, and the event runs smoothly. Constructive conflict leads to better outcome. And then we have the third conflict, which is avoidance of accountability. So in this type of dysfunction, without committing to a clear plan of action, even the most focused and driven people often hesitate to call their peers on action and behaviors that seem counterproductive to the good of the team. So in simpler explanation, this happens when team members don't hold each other responsible for their actions or performance. They avoid confronting poor behavior or missed deadlines because they fear conflict or don't want to seem harsh. As a result, the team's standards drop and responsibilities are often unfairly shifted to one or two people. So, if this type of dysfunction is present in a team, they could create resentment among team members who have different standards of performance. They also encourage mediocrity, misses deadlines and key deliverables, and places an undue burden on the team leader as the sole source of discipline. And if this type of dysfunction is absent in a team, this would ensure that poor performance feel pressure to improve, and also they identify the potential problems quickly by questioning one another's approaches without hesitation, and establish respect among team members who are held to the same standard, and they avoid excessive bureaucracy around performance and corrective actions. And that's all for my part. Let's move on to the next reporter who will be discussing the 4 and 5 dysfunction of a team.
I am Jennifer T. Habido and I'm going to continue discussing the dysfunction of the team. 4. Lack of commitment. Without having aired their opinions in the course of passionate and open debate, team members rarely, if buy in the commit to decision, though they may show agreement during meetings. Teams that can navigate through conflict are more likely to achieve commitment to decision. Without commitment, team members may not fully buy into agreed upon plans and goals. Furthermore, lack of commitment creates ambiguity, confusion, and hesitation in executing strategies. Number 5. and attention to result. This occurs when team members put the individual niches such as ego, career development or recognition, or even the needs of their division above the collective goals of the team. So to overcome this dysfunction, Patrick Lenciani recommends team building exercise, open communication, and fostering a culture that values collaboration and accountability. By building trust, encouraging healthy conflict, ensuring commitment for promoting accountability, and fostering a collective result, teams can transform this function into cohesion and achieve high levels of performance.